Welcome. In this session, you're going to discuss the solutions to the CAT2 for Math 102 class. So there are two groups, Math 102A and Math 102T. The score was fairly okay. I think in the A group, the highest student got 95%, which is an A. And then the highest student in group T scored 90%. But unfortunately, there are others who are scoring less than 40%. So I would like to encourage them to take this revision work seriously so that by the time you'll be doing your final exam, you will know what you're supposed to do in case same questions repeat. So we are going to digest one by one each of the problem and then guide you on how you're supposed to respond to the problems. And the general observations from the performance is that most of the topics were fairly done, but problems on sets were not fairly done, probably because most of them were on applications, and the majority might not have taken the application seriously. So please kindly check out our solutions to be able to know how to solve such kind of problems. So my advice would be that when you're trying to give solutions to any math problem, try to ensure that you show the steps so that you get the full scores. We are not just interested in the solutions, but also the way you are arriving at your solutions. So the first set of questions, one. So let me share the screen. So these are the first set of questions. To solve the equation, a linear equation, and then the second problem was to solve simultaneous equations. And then number 3 was to factorize the given algebraic expressions. So let's one by one go through each of the problem and see what you're supposed to have responded to these problems. So the first question is to solve for x in the equation So solve for x in the equation 4 into 2x minus 3 minus 2 into x minus 4 equals to 3 into x minus 3, then minus 1. So to solve this, you first open the brackets. So this was problem 1. So 4 by 2x is 8x. 4 by minus 3 is minus 12. Minus 2 by x is minus 2x. Minus 2 by minus 4 is positive 8. Then 3 by x is 3x. 3 by minus 3 is minus 9. Then minus 1. So after opening brackets, we collect like terms. So I'll have 8x minus 2x minus 12 plus 8 equals to 3x. Then minus 1 minus 9 minus 1 is minus 10. Then 8x minus 2x is 6x. Minus 12 plus 8 is minus 4. Is the same as 3x minus 10. So collect like terms, so we'll have 6x minus 3x equals to minus 10. When minus 4 crosses the equal sign, we have plus. So we'll have 3x minus 10 plus 4 is minus 6. So which means to get x, you divide through by 3, and then minus 6 divided by 3, you get minus 2. So therefore, the value of x is given by minus 2. Then problem 2 was to solve the simultaneous equations x plus 2y equals to minus 1, 4x minus 3y equals to 18. So this was an open question. You could use any method of your choice. So if I say method 1, elimination method, so I'll write x plus 2y equals to minus 1, 4x minus 3y equals to 18. So I multiply the first equation by coefficient of x in the second equation, which is 4, and multiply the second equation by coefficient of x in the first equation, which is 1. Remember, coefficient is the number before the variable. So for this x, the number is 1. So when I do that, 4 by x, I get 4x. 4 by 2y, I get 8y. 4 by minus 1 is minus 4. 1 by 4x is 4x. 1 by minus 3y is minus 3y equals to 18. Then I subtract these two equations to eliminate x. So I'll get 8y minus 3y is 11y. Minus 4 minus 18 is minus 22, which means to get y, I divide through by 11, which will give me minus 2. Then with the y value, I can get the x value, say, from the first equation. So I'll have x plus 2 into minus 2 equals to minus 1. So x minus 4 equals to minus 1. X equals to minus 1 plus 4. X equals to 3. So therefore, the solution will be x equals to 3 and y equals to minus 2. So that's by elimination method. Or you could have as well used substitution. So method 2, substitution. Now to substitute, let's use the first equation. You say x will be given by minus 1 minus 2y. So then I pick this expression for x, I replace in the second equation. So I'll have 4 into minus 1 minus 2y minus 3y equals to 18. So minus 4 minus 8y minus 3y equals to 18. Collect like terms. So I'll have minus 4 minus 8 minus 3 is minus 11y. So this is 18. So I'll have minus 11y equals to 18 plus 4 minus 11y equals to 22. So divide through by minus 11 by minus 11. So y will be minus 2. Now, when you have y minus 2, so it means that x will be minus 1 minus 2 into minus 2, be minus 1 plus 4, and you get 3. So you are free to use any of your method of your choice. But you are not supposed to, you don't need not to show all the methods. Just pick one that works for you and then solve up to the end to get the values of both x and y. Then next was to factorize. A, we have 2a squared plus 4a squared b plus 8a squared c. So the easiest way to factorize this expression, start with the constants or numbers in each of the terms. So you see the first term has 2 as the number, second term has 4, third term has 8. So which means the common factor 2, 4, and 8, we get 2. So I'll have 2 into, 2, and say 2 into a squared plus 2a squared b plus 4a squared c. But still within this bracket, a is common to all the, a squared is common to all the terms. So we factor it out. So we'll have 2a squared into 1 plus 2b plus 4c. So this was the factorization of that first expression. And then part B, we had AB minus AC minus MB plus MC. A lot of work had already been done on this question because now we have 4 terms. So we can easily do the pairing. So this first pair, this second pair. In the first pair, A is common. So we write A into brackets, B minus C, close brackets, minus, here M is common, into B minus C. This is minus because when you open the brackets, the minus times this minus will give you the original positive sign. So you pick one of the brackets here, B minus C, then you join to A minus M. So therefore, this is the factorization of the second term, a second problem. And then lastly, 3, we had x squared plus 3x minus 4. This is a quadratic expression. So for quadratic expressions, you try to expand the middle term so that you can write it as a sum of 2 terms to ensure that we have an even number of terms so that we can pair as what you have done in the previous problem 2. So here, when you have ax squared plus bx plus c as a general quadratic expression, so to factorize this one, you define product given by the coefficient of x squared a times c. Then you write sum, which is the coefficient of the variable to power 1, in this case x, so which is b. So you usually get 2 numbers, say b1 and b2, such that when you multiply b1 and b2, you get the product, which is the same as AC. And when you take b1 plus b2, you get the sum, which is the same as b. So in our case, product, coefficient of x squared is 1 times c is minus 4. So 1 by minus 4 is minus 4. Sum, coefficient of x is 3. So we look for 2 numbers whose product is minus 4 and sum is 3. Those numbers are -1 and 4. If you multiply -1 by 4, you get -4. And if you add -1 to 4, you get 3. So therefore, we'll write this one as x squared minus x. So we use these 2 numbers to write the middle term, and then plus 4x minus 4. So which will be now this and this paired. So I'll have x into x minus 1 plus 4 into x minus 1. So which will give you x plus 4 times x minus 1. So therefore, the factorization of x squared plus 3x minus 4 is the same as x plus 4 times x minus 1. So that is how we can solve this given problem. So we'll continue giving the same solutions to the next set of problems that were given in the cut to guide on what you're supposed to do. Thank you.